don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now.
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season,
as is always the best case. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Hart is out there with Smith. And there's the great. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 2. And for the Hawks, Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the point.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the finals. Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's the great. Smith with a screen on Young. Here's the great. And he goes big with a dunk right on top of John Collins.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Now, here is Young. Hits the three-point bomb. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
Here's Green. Here's the great. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. The great's got his second basket of the night. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now, here is Young. D right on him. And that one's good. Hunter.
He's such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Hart with a screen on Young. Porter in. Pass to the great. There's the triple. Here's Hart. Passes it to the great. 6 on the shot clock. Smith with a screen on Young. Now the feed to Smith. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's the great. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Young finds Murray. Shoots. No good. And Houston the other way now.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Here's the great. Oh, he's a high flyer.
Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh!
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow.
Well, you got to have some hang time if you're going to pull off that 360. And he certainly has some.
Here's the great. He's got 8. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Trae Young. the unmistakable feel of the first-day Clark of the NBA regular season. A game each of these teams and us as broadcasters have been waiting for a long time.
No doubt about it, Kevin, and the excitement you feel as a broadcaster, but even more so as a player, is something you have to temper down, especially if you're on the court. I mean, you don't want to have your adrenaline and excitement affect your focus. So you focus on the work that's gone into getting ready for the season, and then you try to just let that work lead how you play. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Green against Murray. Over Green, here's Collins. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Young. Great showing for him last season. Last year, checking in at 28 points per game, 9 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
The Hawks trailing. The 3. Rebounded by Hart.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good on the shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And Holiday has it in the corner. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Houston, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Here's the great. 10 points for him. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Pass to Bogdanovich, fires the 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here is Holiday. It's deflected. Here's the great. To the inside, Hart, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hart's got 11 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for DeJounte Murray. Coming off a terrific season. 1st in steals, 4th in assists, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as you said, 1st in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Smith. Jay Shante comes in for Porter. And it's Gordon in for Jalen Green. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Holiday, the pass to Bogdanovich. Holiday sets the pick for Bogdanovich. Traps in the tray. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Gordon. Tate the pass to the great. Another miss by Houston. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Holiday. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's the great. He's guarded by Collins. Doubled by Okongwu. Here's the great. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 5. And he drives in. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. Here's Murray. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead. Here's the great. Plays it up off the glass. The great's got 14 points. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. You've got Gordon. Hart is out there with Alperen Sengun. And there's the great, and it's Tate in at the 3, the small forward. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And one thing you love about Collins as a scorer, he's efficient. His numbers from the field and from 3 are consistent year to year. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start. Here's the great, defended by Young. Into the lane, doubled by Murray. Gordon for 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown. Here's the great, and that one is hammered home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
To the paint, and finished off by Collins.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The great passes to Hart. Here's Sengun. Here's the great. Hart trying to get open, and airballs the triple. That one was way off. They get a hand on it. Here's the great. He's covered by Murray. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and Hunter subbed in for Murray. 5 on the clock. Collins.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. It's fought the injury bug his whole career.
And so Collins nails both of them. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's the great. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative, and let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Young in the corner. Wide open. That one's not going to go. So Houston will take it the other way. This, of course, being game one of the season, is their first look at Atlanta.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you give Young just a glimpse of the bucket. He can drain it from literally anywhere on the floor.
Here's the great. And Capella sends it back. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the basket by the great. The great's got 9 points in the quarter.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Young dishes to Collins. The kick out to Young. Fires top of the key. Bogdanovich wide open. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. Here's the great. He's got 23. And Hunter over to help. Here's Green. Score the basket. His 2nd of 2 attempts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Young pass to Hunter. Collins with it. Now Smith defending. Down low. Collins finds Young. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's the great. Defended by Young. The great passes to Green. Stolen by Collins. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And here's Bogdanovich. He's got 15. Collins looking around. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's the great. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And now a 3-point Houston lead. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Young for 3, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. Rockets leading by 3. Pass to the great. 55 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Atlanta making some changes. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Capella. Okongwu comes in for Collins. And Murray subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Smith. Porter comes in for Tate. And Gordon subbed in for Jalen Green. And Bogdanović kicks to Young. There's the pick. Rocket 6. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Boy, you've got Murray running the pick and roll. The timing is going to be right on time every time.
Here's the great. He's got 27. And stolen by Bogdanović. Lets it fly. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, you look at that situation. He thought he could keep Murray from converting if he got physical with him. You better think again.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the great. 1 second left. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but...
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Rockets on top. They lead by a bucket. We've got more in store for you.
Looking at their shot chart, they've made a clear effort to work things.
And let's take a moment to shift gears. Check out the upcoming schedule. That's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Collins and Capella man the post positions. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Hunter on the wing. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Rockets trail by 4. Here's the great. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The great's got 31 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And finished off by Collins.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The great passes to Hart. Here's the great. And Houston again with the bucket.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Hawks. Passes to Young for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half. A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Young is doubled. For 3, Hunter buries it from 3-point range. Hunter's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Young kicks to Collins. Off target with his 3. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Checking out the stats for Green, how he did last season. Averaged 17 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Have jumper, will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Young looking around. It's blocked. Hard against Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Murray outside. Pass to Collins. Here's Young. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Here's the great. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
For the Hawks, Silva's checked in, and Aaron Holiday is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Houston also making some changes. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Smith, and it's Josh Christopher in for Green. From 13, here's Silva. Tate covering. 4 on the shot clock. Young, it's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And they showed up in terms of free throw shooting. Top 5 in our league. That was one of the strongest assets for this group last year.
In that turnover ranking, it tells you so much about them. No other team in the league did a better job of taking care of the basketball. In the corner, Tate with it. The pass to the great. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Hunter, the pass to Holiday. Will it go? A three-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's the great, defended by Young. Hart the pass to Porter. Houston moving the ball around. Hart with a screen on Young. Pass to Tate. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
Free throw shooting for this team has become a real priority. They've put in the work, and they make the most of their opportunities at the stripe.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün comes in for the Beast, and Martin is in for Kevin Porter. Young finds Holiday. 1:52 left to play in the 3rd. Tate against Bogdanovich. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 8th assist here tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the Hawks making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. 1:31 left in the 3rd. Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to Kaminsky. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Young outside. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's Okongwu, covered by Martin. Okongwu dishes to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Second free throw, no good. Outside for Martin. Pass to the great. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
Wow, and that showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
The quickness, the change of pace with the dribble. Young, so difficult to stop without fouling.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Rockets lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Alperen Şengün, The great out there with Gordon. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Martin at the power forward position.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's Young. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Young's got 14 points now in the second half.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Murray outside. He kicks it to Okongwu. And there's the pass to Young. They get it back. Goes back up. That's tipped. Here's the great, defended by Young.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
The shot's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
The Hawks trail by 3. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Pass to Okongwu. In the corner, Murray with it. Shot clock at 6. Young outside. And it's all evened up. Young's got 27 points.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the great, defended by Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Collins comes in for Okongwu. And Hunter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Houston also making some changes. Hart, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Martin. And it's Green in for Gordon. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Hawks with possession here, trailing by 2. Young pass to Hunter. Collins a screen on Porter. Hunter kicks to Collins. Pass to Hunter. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hunter's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. Then it'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The great Missy.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Now a timeout called by Houston. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Silas talking to his team during the break. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. And that one, good.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
And Capella sends it back.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Hunter dishes to Murray. Young outside to the middle. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
The great passes to Hart. The kick out to Porter. Houston moving the ball around. Here's the great, defended by Young.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
The great passes to Hart, makes it off the glass. Hart's got 4 this quarter.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
It's intercepted. To take the lead. And another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Young outside. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Hart with a screen on Young. The great passes to Hart. It's good. Hart's got 31.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Young inside. And that one is off. Rockets leading by 3. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Bobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision-making.
Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the great. A 3-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hunter kicks to Young. 59 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. Hey, those and one plays can really be backbreakers in a close game. Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
One misses for Hart. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Hunter kicks to Young. Stolen. The great passes to Hart. Outside, Green. Here's the great. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Rebound by the Hawks. Timeout called by Nate McMillan. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Young with the ball. Steps back and fires. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast.
Here we go.
The great out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Porter. Then it's the Beast. And it's Tate in at the 4 slot. Hart. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Young. Young's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
And yes, sometimes Young can't be stopped. This is the kind of player he can be. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He hits both from the stripe. Now, here is Young. The pass to Capella. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Hart's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to the great. A minute into overtime of what has been a great game so far. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's the great, defended by Young. 6 to shoot. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Rocket shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Got a hand on it.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
Here's Young. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's Hart. Nails the baby hook. Hart's got 37.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Capella against Hart. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 39.
Yeah, when Trey gets in a rhythm like this, he can bury you with shots. The defense.
Oh, wow!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A step-back shot here. And again, it's Atlanta.
And I love how aggressive
explosive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Capella sets a screen for Young, and the three off target. Rockets have gone a little over 50% from the field in overtime. They're 4 of 6. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Here's the great, defended by Young. Takes it inside, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Hawks. Smith checked in for Houston. And Hunter over to help. Clock at 4. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now Young. Passes it to Collins. Rebounded by Hart. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the first overtime. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. On defense, Houston. Collins kicks to Young. Oh, no good.
And we continue to see Young take on more responsibility, welcoming the challenge to go to the line.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he makes both from the line.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Here's the great. He takes it in and dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Oh, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, the Great.